Hi Capricorn, and welcome to my Karmic Romance Timeless Tarot reading. This tarot reading is to help those of you who are struggling with a breakup of a karmic romance where you know that it's not meant to be, but you're having a hard time letting go. So we're going to take a look and see what this relationship came into your life for, what it was meant to teach you, and what you need to do to let it go so that you can move on. So Capricorn, let's see overall what lessons this karmic relationship came into your life to teach you. Okay, right there. Oh wow, look at that. This relationship was definitely to shine a spotlight on every single insecurity and fear that you have within yourself, because to me karma means something a bit different, especially when we're talking about karmic relationships. To me, karmic relationships are to really open us up and change us and reshape us, okay? Make us into better versions of ourselves through the challenge, through the adversity, through the contrast, through the pain. And with the solar deity coming out, as far as lesson, this relationship is shining a light on every aspect of you that you don't love, that you are insecure. Like, think of everything, like all... I would imagine many of you with this, it's a lot of mental and emotional abuse you experienced with this person, could even be physical. And the reason for that is those energies, all is energy. And just because, you're not an abusive person physically, mentally, emotionally, that doesn't mean that it cannot happen to you. That's not how energy works. What do you believe about you? What do you feel about your self-worth, your value? Are you nothing? Are you nobody? Are you worthless? Does everybody take advantage of you? Like, are those your thoughts going through your mind? People abuse me. They don't care about me. I'm nothing. I'm not respected no matter what I do. If those, thoughts play out over and over in your mind, those thoughts attract those experiences, because our reality is what we truly are inside. And so many people mistake that, thinking, well, I'm not this and I'm not that, so how could that ever... Well, what's your energy? What are you afraid of? What are you insecure about? Though that's a part of who you are, whether you're enacting it or not, that's part of your vibration. So this relationship really, really highlights every part of you that you need to heal, you need to mend, you need to work on your vibration. And I just feel like for many of you, it's about self-esteem, like knowing how valuable you truly are. Like, a lot of people, if they don't know what they give and what they do and how magic they are, like, it eats away at them, okay? And most people don't know how amazing they are because they seek validation from those around them that they're doing for. And, we will be disappointed every time because, somebody who's always there, always doing, it often gets taken for granted, right? But once you know your value and your worth and what you truly bring to the table, and you know it like you know it, that becomes your vibration, okay? And you can't be abused anymore because your vibration would not tolerate such behavior. It can't even come into your experience. Do you see what I'm saying? Doesn't mean we can't fight with our partner or say things we don't mean sometimes. It's just saying that you don't need to be taken for granted anymore, okay? So next we have guidance. And solar deity paired up with the guidance here is saying that this relationship was not only to highlight all the places inside of you that need to heal, but also to connect you to your spirit, your soul. Because in that space, I feel like that's where you shine the brightest, when you are connected with your soul. It's just, there's this life force energy about you that is phenomenal, okay? And many of you have shut that off and disconnected just because of life and, you know, what you've been through, and then suffering this relationship. But in reality, Capricorn, this relationship was shining a mirror in your face, not to show you everything that is wrong and bad about you, but to show you how flawed your perception is of yourself, and that you actually need to think much higher of yourself and who you are and what you bring to the table, because it's way more than you've been given credit for. Okay, so let's see what this karmic relationship was meant to teach you at a soul level. And I can't tell you who this relationship is, okay? I would imagine that you have a very specific person in mind coming to this reading. You know, but so you have to decide. Oh, yeah, look at that. This is what it's teaching you at a soul level. We have the Ace of Flames with guidance. Capricorn, this was like the event to crack you open so that you do connect with your soul. And I can tell you, you know, I've been a pretty spiritual person most of my life, but my karmic relationship, everything that it put me through, I don't know how it's connected. I just know that it is. Cracked me open so bad, shattered me, destroyed me, broke my heart. But you want to know what? At the end of the day, it brought me to my soul. And that's priceless. And that's nothing that, you know, is just, that just happens. We have to go through a lot sometimes to reconnect to who we really are. And that's part of our journey. That's how we planned it, you know, the human experience. I just feel we don't understand it to the full capacity. But this relationship definitely connects you to your soul and reignite the passion and flame within you, like your divine spark, in a way that you just never felt before. And you may have confused that that person is what makes you feel that, but no, they broke you open so that you could feel that all the time, so that you could vibe in that place going forward. And instead of, you know, this happening because you're triggered by your love for them, this becomes your predominant vibration, and now people are falling in love with you because of that. Just like you thought, oh, I'm feeling this because of this person. No, it was in you all along, and you're vibing, and now people are falling in love with you for that. So let's pull a Cups card to see what this relationship taught you emotionally. Oh my gosh, we have two aces. Capricorn? Was this like before we met this person, we were just kind of not alive and maybe didn't even recognize it? And then through this relationship, you felt life in a way that you had never felt before. Because, you know, what's this relationship teaching you? Is connecting you to your spirit. Is teaching you about love. Okay? So some of you, like, this is the first time you've ever loved somebody, truly loved somebody. And that's why you feel that this relationship is so important. But to me, what I'm seeing is this was a big learning experience. You know, connect you to your spirit, connect you to your heart space, because you, my friend, are meant to have a spiritual awakening this lifetime. Whether you want it or not, it is on the menu, and I'm seeing it come through in these first few cards, 100% for sure. So let's see what this relationship was trying to teach you on a material level. All right, so we have the Four of Crystals. This means, you know, if you were a person who just wasn't ever really stable financially on your own before, this relationship is like pushing you into that financial self-stability. For others of you, this is about where you are very financially stable and secure. It's just that you may be prone to giving away too much, being a bit too self-sacrificing with your money, with your material, with your, you know, everything that you have. So this relationship, everything you went through was, you know, materially to push you into a place of being ultimately responsible for yourself financially. Meaning that if you were just really bad with money, or, you know, relied on other people to pay your way, you know, that's changed. Now, if it's where you were always bailing somebody else out and you're always footing the bill, that's changed. This is 100% financial self-sufficiency, where Capricorn doesn't need anybody to pay their bills. But in this stance, you vibrate here and demand that whoever aligns with you has to be stable financially on their own. They can't hook up with you to improve their finances, okay? They have to have their own. They have to be able to pay their own bills, to make their own way, be financially stable and secure 100%, all right? That's just, it feels very strong for Capricorn, like, that you got yours on point, so they need to have theirs on point. Okay, so let's pull an Orbs card to see what this relationship taught you or intended to teach you from a mental standpoint. Oh, so we have the Ten of Swords. Listen, Capricorn, with this here, your thoughts, what are your thoughts in general? Are they typically of a positive nature? Are they pessimistic? Are you hopeful? Because with this, I kind of feel that all the negative things that happened were like your greatest fears, okay? Some of them were your greatest fears. And partly for that is to teach you the power of your own mind, all right? And also, to me, with this is that dark night of the soul energy, which corresponds 100% to a soul awakening, okay? So some of you, this is really because you need to recognize the power of your own mind and become far more disciplined in what's going on in your mental body and the type of thoughts that you're willing to entertain and the beliefs that you hold about yourself. And others of you, this is all about that dark night of the soul, you know, when you are awakening into your true divinity and understanding of your place in this life, right? So let's pull a card to see ultimately, once you're healed, once you've moved on, once you've let go of all of this, and you have incorporated every lesson that was intended through this experience, who do you become? Oh, wow, look at that. You become somebody that nobody can beat. Capricorn, bottom line. you become somebody that nobody can beat. You'll just be way too on point with your spirit, with your emotions. At this point in the process, I feel we're like, this is the main hang up for you, is this 10 of orbs, which is the mental body. The chess queen is all about the mental realm, okay? And once you have this on point, like, I really feel that this here, like, turns into an ace, all right? This turns into an ace. Next, it's a 10. So, yeah, it's an ace. This, to me, is just like you being very stable and secure. And it's not like this relationship wasn't so much about the physical, okay? It's spirit, emotional, mental. And once you get over this, nothing can get past you. Like, straight up. So let's pull some cards to see what you may still be hanging on to about this relationship, if anything. Because not everybody is still hung up on this relationship. They're just curious, you know, what was, you know, maybe you were looking for some final closure, but others of you are still, you know, having a hard time. So let's see. So, honesty and the fledgling. Listen, some of you, it's like you wish that they had been honest with you. There's things that you want them to tell you, like others of you, there's things inside of you that you wish you could say to them, okay? This here, the fledgling, it's like you want a new beginning with this person. That's what's keeping you holding on, is you believe inside of you that you and this person are supposed to be together again. And, you know, once you reach this state of the Ace of Flames and the Ace of Cups through the healing process, you know, you may very well believe, okay, yeah, look at everything you said I needed to change, I've changed, so let's go at this again. When the truth is, Capricorn, you know, yeah, you may have needed to change some things, but we all need to change some things. And there is a different relationship for you ahead, okay? We have 2 aces here, and the fledgling is card 1. Brand new beginning. But this is karmic. My intention of this reading is that it's a relationship that was very intense and meaningful, but it's not your one. It's not who you're meant to be with. Like, we're doing this reading so you can clear this energy and move on to where you do belong, okay? And this here, yeah, you're going to be like this beautiful, pure vessel, man. You've just got to clear this 10 of Swords, really. And that has everything to do with your spiritual awakening and development. So let's take a look at what advice Spirit has for you to move beyond this relationship. Because there's something else for you that's so much better. This relationship, like I said, shine a spotlight on all your insecurities and fears and lower vibrating energies so that you can transmute them, reconnect with your soul, and you just are like a brand new, beautiful being that's like vibing like the sun. Okay? So, advice to Capricorn. Nurturing heart, yes. You've got to allow yourself the healing, Capricorn, and you've got to be gentle and loving on yourself no matter what. Like, no matter what you've been through in this relationship, some of you, because this chess queen is here, you're like, ugh, I can't believe that I just let this happen. You know, I should have known better, or this should have prompted me to this, you know, blah, blah, blah. This is saying no matter what, like, don't even trip. Just let it go. You see it clear now, because of, you know, you're on the other side of it, but when you were in it, like that was the experience that was teaching you, okay? Next we have crystal ascension. So with this, to me, the crystals always talks about Reiki. You really should consider getting some energy healing, Reiki, chakra balancing. Now, if you are in a situation where you don't have, you know, the financial resources at this time for something like that, or you're like, ugh, that's something I'd never spend my money on, are you kidding me? There are plenty of meditations and, you know, all kinds of stuff on YouTube to help you release an ex, get over an ex, heal yourself, balance your energy, balance your chakras, like you name it. There is a meditation for it on YouTube somewhere. So with this coming out, yes, it balance your energy, Capricorn, and you will feel much better. And with these aces here in this fledgling Capricorn, there is a new relationship. And you know what? Some of you, I feel like you've met this person in this new relationship that I'm talking about. You've met this person, and because of that, like that's forcing you to deal with any baggage you may still have left over from this karmic romance. Okay? But no matter what, I see once you get over this mental turmoil, this dark night of the soul energy, there is new love coming in for you. Okay? So Capricorn, those are the messages that I got for you guys in regards to your karmic ex. So I am wishing you all the best. Take care.